Hey, so, hi. So, I wanted to make a video. This is pretty random. Everything, I don't know. It's pretty spontaneous whenever I post, so nobody's surprised. But we are running on sunset hours. I think we have like an hour till like it gets dark, so I think we're good to film. I get to watch the sunset, and what I'm gonna be doing is reading from my old notebook from 2017. So this is like 6th grade, I think. I used to write a lot in 6th grade because it was a very comforting outlet that I had. So of course I used it, right? I have a lot of things in this book. They're completely random. All of the journals that I ever had, even the one I have now, everything is super random. So I'm gonna be using this book to cover whatever is in the back because, I'm not trying to expose myself too hard. But this is the back of the book. As you can see, I was trying to learn Japanese and I don't remember any of this, kind of. So like, it's very interesting. But yeah, so I think mostly I'm gonna be reading poems that I find interesting, or maybe some like writing pieces. Really, stuff that I wrote, stuff that other people wrote, whatever. Maybe showing you some stuff that I did while I was in 6th grade. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So let's get started because I have to make dinner soon. So, the first one is titled, "I Long for a Life I Have Control Over," and it is by MK, which is just the initials of the author. And I got all of these, I'm pretty sure, off of Pinterest or online somewhere, I'm not sure, because I just spent a lot of time reading poetry off of Pinterest because I was getting into writing at the time, and I was like, ayo, me writing, other people writing, I gotta check it out. So I did, and I found some really interesting pieces. Oh, this is a mini microphone. This is so cool, right? It's great. Yeah, okay, so I want a space of my own, decorated with pictures that hold nice memories, soft pillows and scented candles. I want shelves filled with books and adventure and poetry. I want to wake up every morning excited for what is to come. I want to look up at the sky and feel the sun warm on my face. I want to go on long walks and hikes and feel healthy and strong. I want to feel productive and satisfied. I want to take more photographs and take up new hobbies. I want to become friends with more interesting people who will teach me about places I've never been. I want to feel alive. So I'm guessing that that's like what I wanted to do, because obviously I wrote it down. There are two interesting ones here. They're not, most of these are like that, where it's like, they're very sentimental. But there are some of these where it's just like, they're kind of funny. This one is funny that I'm about to read. And then the other one is like, it's kind of weird, but it's not like anything emotional, I'd say, but it's still cool. So this one is called "Don't Change on My Account," and it is by Shel Silverstein, or Silverstein, whatever. Okay, so if you're sloppy, that's just fine. If you're moody, I won't mind. If you're fat, that's fine with me. If you're skinny, let it be. If you're bossy, that's alright. If you're nasty, I won't fight. If you're rough, well, that's just you. If you're mean, that's alright too. Whatever you are is all okay. I don't like you anyway. So my 6th grade self was like, oh my goodness, that's so funny. And I wrote it down in my notebook. So okay, now we can get into the more serious stuff. Okay, so this one is called "Welcome to Society," and it is by E.H., which is, I have a few poems or pieces in here by E.H. I don't know, I have to really look them up because they're very interesting and I love the way that they're written. But yeah, okay, so this one's called Welcome to Society. Welcome to society. We hope you enjoy your stay, and please feel free to be yourself, as long as it's in the right way. Make sure you love your body, not too much or will tear you down. We'll bully you for smiling and then wonder why you frown. We'll tell you that you're worthless, that you shouldn't make a sound, then cry with all the others as you're buried underground. You can fall in love with anyone, as long as it's who we choose, and we'll let you have your opinions, but please shape them to our views. Welcome to society. We promise that we won't deceive. And one more rule now that you're here, there's no way you can leave. So, that's, yeah. My 6th grade self was like, whoa. Still kind of like, whoa. Because, very true, very true. Society can suck a lot. And just like I said on my Snapchat story I think it was yesterday actually, about like social media and stuff, and how like a lot of stuff doesn't matter, but people make it out to be so important for no reason. But whatever. That's society. So this one doesn't have a title, but is also by E.H. And yeah, okay. So many people walk this earth with purpose in their eyes, but in their heart of hearts they know what they're living is a lie. The alarm goes off at 6 a.m. like every other day, so they can walk into a job they hate because they need the pay. All time does is take from them, but it never seems to give, always waiting for the day to come when they can finally start to live. I'm all too scared that one day soon I'll become just like the rest, only walking with the crowd because my dreams have been oppressed. That one day I'll look back on life and the opportunities that I've missed and realize I never truly lived and all I did was just exist. So honestly, that still kind of scares me. My 6th grade self was very relatable to myself now. I think I've always been scared of like just that outcome, like having to deal with that outcome, 'cause like it's very common. But there are some times, like I have a few family members that are like happy with what they're doing, and they're really inspirational to me. And I just see people like, it's just like that how it described, like they just hate their job, and then that makes them hate their life because everything is terrible. But like, yeah, I just want to avoid that at all costs. Yeah, it's really scary that life can just be like that, you know, like for the rest of your life after you've determined your career or job or whatever, like you're kind of stuck, you know. So yeah, that's a topic for a different time. Okay, this one, it's also by E.H. Okay, and yeah. If I met my 7-year-old self today, what would I tell her? What would I say? Would I warn her of the future, of the bad things yet to come? Or would I leave her be naive to keep having fun? Because my 7-year-old self believed the world a perfect place, would recognize herself when she looked into my face. Even though I've learned so much more and 10 years have passed since then, I would give up everything I have to view life through her eyes again. Wait, she's 17? Why did I never pick that up? Okay, well, now that I'm about to be 16, 6-year-old self, 6-year-old Janelle. Oh, that was a dark time, okay. I was thinking about the other day, what was it? I think my friend told me, he was like, imagine your younger self, like standing in front of you, like what would you do? Or is that a video that I saw? I forgot. But it was a thought that came in a couple days ago. And I pictured myself, and I was like, what would I do? I think it was, like, treat yourself as the same kindness that you would if your younger self was in front of you. Like, you know what you needed, you know what you were going through, like what did you need? And I thought, like, if I saw her, I know no words could really help, so I would just hug her and I'd be like, it gets better. And I'd let her cry while I'm hugging her because I know that's what she needs. But yeah, there's so much like I want to go and talk about like stuff behind this, but another time. And we're already at 11 minutes, bro. Whatever, we're just gonna read poetry and stuff, and then we'll talk maybe another time. Okay, now I can't even see. It's getting really dark in my room. I might get my glasses. Or should I? I'm kind of blind. Whatever, I'll try to read. Okay. I need to read these over. I didn't read this. I just grabbed the notebook and I was like, hey, yo, let me just... Okay, I'll just read this one. So, this was when I was very confused about a lot of things. I'm always confused, but this, I think, was when I was confused about like who I wanted to become and what defines me. And I was just thinking about that a lot, and all the thoughts like came flooding in, and then I decided to write this. So it's really short. What is this? Oh, okay. I remember writing this stuff. This is so crazy. Okay, so it might not make sense because, you know, I'm kind of confusing and stuff, but yeah. So, what am I? Of course I'm a person, a girl, human. But what defines me? What? Oh, makes. I can't. Why does my K look like a U? What makes me, me? What are my talents? What makes me unique? What was I made for? I don't know. I long for someone who knows the answer to these questions. Someone who knows me more than I know myself. I hope to find out before I can't use that information. When I grow older, I want to live a simple, free, joyful life. But how can I do that when I don't even know who I am? And then like 3 lines under this, I just wrote, I want to have a future just at that. Most people aren't lucky enough to have one. I wish and hope for a future. I have a lot of thoughts on that, but probably because it's myself. But yeah, I think I've come more to terms with like who I am and what I can do. I've really thought about it more, and I'm less questionable about it, or I'm questioning it less. Oh my goodness. I want to show you guys this. So I have this. I feel so bad. Like every time I look back on this, I don't remember, like a couple months ago, I looked back on this, maybe like last year. And basically it's just memories that I wrote. Like, and I wanted to remember them because they made me really happy or something. So we have Millie rocking snowman, hangout, James Washington, lit toilet decoration / or in parentheses toiletry house, freezing, robot people, and voice. I remember the Millie rocking snowman. It's when we were passing by the firefighters. What is it called? I literally don't. Fire department. We were passing by the fire department, and I screamed, "I love you!" Like out the window, I stuck my head out. I was like, "I love you!" And the snowman was just Millie rocking, and I was like, "Ayo!" It was funny. James Washington. I think one of my friends said it, and I just died laughing. I remember the toilet thing. I was on the school bus, and it was around Christmas. Obviously, it was around Christmas time. The snowman, and there was a toilet in the middle of a person's yard with Christmas tree lights on it, and it just made me so happy. The rest of my day was sad. I just kept thinking about the toilet, and I was like, what a great decoration. And I tried to look for the toilet again, but they took it down, so sad. Okay. And I have some music stuff I could play like on the xylophone, I'm guessing. That could work for piano now that I have a piano. I could play them. Okay. Oh, is this doubled? I can read this one. It's kind of okay. This one is kind of sad. Okay. I'm just gonna read this. It's getting so dark. I think I'm gonna turn on the light because it's getting dark, and I kind of can't see now. So I might put on my glasses too. Yeah, I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. Right. So this one is kind of sad. It was written by moi, and it's titled "Always the Same." So let's just read it. Okay. Every day I wake up and dread going to school. The cold temperature doesn't make me feel any better. No matter what time I wake up, I always end up almost missing the bus and looking like a wreck. Onto the bus I go. I say good morning, they reply. I sit on the second seat of the right of the bus, right behind Miss So Good and right in front of Mr. Trying. Always the same. I listen to the music playing from the radio with the same thoughts as every other day. What will I do when I get there? I get off the bus. Have a nice day, Janelle, the driver would say. My thoughts would always be the same. He knows my name. This makes me feel like I matter. I walk to the front of the school, towards the girls' group. I say hi, they say it back. They all start to slowly move away, or so it seems. I start to feel lonely, and then I panic, believing that I look like an idiot all alone. I just stand there until a person stands in front of me and says hi. I reply with sarcasm. Obviously, I'm annoyed. He makes a comment about another person. I kick him and chase him around the crowd until that person shows up. Not too long after that, the students are released from the buses. I see my friend and my other friend first. Both come up to me and say hi. I reply. My other friends show up. I talk to them, and then the clock hits 8. Doors open and the school starts flooding with students. Everybody goes to their lockers, gets their stuff, and heads to first period. I usually see my friend. Topic of conversation, her niece. The warning bell rings. I take my seat. Science talk, interesting. Second period, math. My mind somehow understands and at the same time is confused. Always the same. I dread third period. I hope to see friends on the stairs. Third period ends. 4 minutes to go downstairs. To my locker, then to lunch. I'm late. Just like always. And that's the end of it. Basically, I was just very sad because repetition was very repetitive. The days were very repetitive, and they weren't good days, and it was just a lot of meh type of days back to back, so I obviously wrote about it. Okay, getting a little more deeper. I don't know, getting a little more personal. That's what I meant, not deeper. This one is titled "Not Good Enough." Okay. No matter what I do, how hard I try, it's never good enough. People always want more. It's exhausting trying to always be the best, because truth is, I'm not. Everyone tells me I'm perfect. Well, some people did. Turns out they were lying. If they were telling the truth, they never would have walked out of my life and treated me as a total stranger. The pressure that comes from everyone to be perfect is too much to handle. I know I'll never be perfect, no matter how hard I try. I will somehow, in some way, always end up as being not good enough. It hurts. Knowing that I'm not perfect and not good enough makes me feel like I have no purpose in life. And what if I don't? What if everyone's right about me? I hope not. I try. I really, really try to please everyone, but I'm always making mistakes, and I end up making people hate me instead of them liking me. Everyone thinks differently. Everyone has their own definition of perfection / the perfect person. While I'm trying to please everyone, I'm tearing myself apart, losing my mind. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm just parts of what other people want me to be. I hate it because I know that deep down inside, it's the real me. I just don't know how to find myself, or if I ever will, or if I'll always just try to please people and end up as not good enough. So yeah, that's very sad. Again, I don't feel that anymore. Oh my goodness, that's where it was. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a song writing. No. Oh, okay, actually, yeah. You can read about writing. So, this one is called, I don't know, which, it was just random writing, I guess. But it's about writing. So, this can probably explain, like, why I was writing so much at this time. Maybe a little bit. Or, like, why I enjoyed it. Or what I think writing is. Or what it means to me. So, writing. How can I explain it? An escape? Escape? A paradise? It's something I can control. Unlike my life. I'm not sure, but I think I've gotten worse at writing. I only wrote good pieces when I was sad. So I guess that means that I'm not sad anymore. That's a good thing, right? I'm starting to wish that I was still sad. I guess I realized how much emotions meant to me. Now they're just there. I'm not in touch with them for some reason. Mixed feelings, boredom. I want to feel excited, scared. I want adventure and drama. I crave these. So now that's definitely not writing. But this, I was just, my mindset about that has totally changed. It's because I was just learning how to feel okay, like normal. And since my norm was always like very excited or scared, like I said, feeling normal was like awkward, and it wasn't like okay in my emotions. And so I had to like train myself to learn how to be okay without it feeling bad. And so I did. But at this time I was just very confused and not okay with that. So, you know. This one I'm so excited about. I was looking for this. I was wondering where it was. And basically it's just songs that at this time that I really liked, and artists and movies and books. And I really can't wait to like go back and look through all of it. But yeah. I think I'm gonna read like 1-2 more pieces and then leave. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, I was gonna move to so many times, but I didn't. The smart one. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll read maybe that one. I wanna look through them. I'm really glad that I kept journals and like books that I wrote in. I wrote a story. That's so funny. I remember that story. But yeah, I think everybody should keep some type of writings to look back on, even if it's like really cringy. Okay, I'll read that one too, because then you can look back and like see how much you've grown, see what you've learned. No. Okay, so I have found 2 more pieces, I think, right? No, 3. One of them is kind of short, so I'll read the short one first and then continue with the maybe 1 or 2. So this one is called, I don't know what it's called. It has a little poop in the corner, and by poop I mean like a poop drawing. See? All of these have doodles on them because doodling was so fun. I don't know why I don't doodle as much anymore, sadly. But yeah. Okay, so it doesn't have a title. I don't know why I said it's titled. There's no title. Okay. I'm reading a book where 6th graders are dating. It's funny because it shows the way my 6th grade was. While I was reading it, I realized how dumb it was. What are the couples gonna do? It's not like they can pick people up in a car and go to the movies. That makes sense. I don't get why being single is such a bad thing in middle school. Everyone is in a big hurry to be in a relationship, and they don't focus on their actual childhood. Does no one my age get that? It seems really pointless. I guess I'm the only one. I just don't want to go through a pointless situation. I want it to have meaning. I want it to lead to something. There's not much of that here. In just a few years, I will probably forget most of the people I met here, or I meet here. So, like I said before, it's pointless. Dating in middle school, I still think it's pointless, even though I dated all throughout middle school. If, weren't good times. But, I learned from them, so I can't really say anything. They made me happy, but if I had the option, I wouldn't do it. If I could go back and be like, hey, yo, Janelle, don't, I would. So, yeah. Okay, kind of really sweaty. It's really hot. But yeah. Okay. This one is called Society's Perfection. What is perfection? I believe that nothing is perfect. There's always better and worse. In society, perfection is just others' opinions. If society likes a certain thing, a person that has those things are perfect. I'm not perfect. Never have been and never will be. Not only because I don't believe in it, but because I don't follow society's standards and rules. I don't care that much. I do wonder what people think. I don't care that much. I do wonder what people will think of me every time I put on an outfit. I want to be dressed as a popular person. Society thinks they are perfect, so I try. But in my heart, I know that will never happen. It's because of who I am. I'm just not the popular type, I guess. Now I realize, I finally truly understand what perfection means to me. Perfection is the best you can be. Perfection can be parts of other people's opinions. One sounds better than the other. I wonder about this daily. I haven't found a completely true answer, because there is no completely true answer. Perfection matters to some, and could matter less to others. I have the power to choose what perfection means to me. I know that I will never be the perfect person. That's obvious. However, I can be the best me. It'll take time, but I know in the end it'll be worth it. I agree with you, Janelle. She's right. Be the best you can be, and then you're perfect. What is it, in a Macklemore song? It's like, find something that you love and do it every day. Do that for the rest of your life, and eventually the world will change, right? Oh, it's don't try to change the world, and then it's all that. And I think it's really true, You shouldn't do stuff for other people, and especially if it's comes to things that, like that. Just be yourself, and everything else comes after that. If you love yourself, and if you're happy, things will fall into place. But make sure to take care of yourself first. Okay, now we're on to the last piece. This is very short. It's one paragraph. But anyways, it's titled Building Yourself. In life, you don't want to say you aren't good at anything. Everyone is good at something, whether it be singing, dancing, cooking, or even eating. Everyone has talents and goals. My goal in life is to be proud of myself and have an interesting life. I don't want to only have one talent. I'm going to build myself, practice, and learn new things. And then I listed a bunch of different talents. I guess I'll read them off. So, we have singing, dancing, drawing, cooking, writing, sewing, crocheting, knitting, coloring, fashion, video games, cleaning, jewelry making, hairstylist, sports, dealing with technology/electronics, building, math, science, engineering, languages, mechanics, directing, reviewing, acting. What? Oh, DJing. DJing. That's written so weird. Teaching, babysitting, decorating, planning events, surfing, skateboarding, roller skating, playing instruments. And I was just trying to find stuff that interests me. And now I have a bunch of hobbies. Music, writing, painting. Yeah. So that was it. I hope you enjoyed getting a little sneak peek into my 6th grade mind, brain, and life a little bit. I know I enjoyed it. It was very fun to go back into the past and just see what was happening back then. 6th grade was a very sad time. That's all I can really say. I am in a better place now. And I've learned a lot from stuff that I wrote, and I've been through, I've had more positive experiences. So, you know, I'm good now. But yeah. I'm glad that I'm glad that I wrote that down so I can look back on it now and just be like, whoa, this is great. I'm gonna keep this forever. Okay, so yeah, it was nice catching up and stuff, and coming back here and just being like, hey, wait, yeah. Alright, I have to go cook now. So, I hope you have a great day, night, whenever you're seeing this. I don't know. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like if you liked, dislike if you didn't like, suggestions, any comments, whatever, you know, whatever you want. Yeah, okay.